Yo, what's going on, everybody? Randy here with Nerds Templar. Our second live stream, finally, episode whatever we're on, 38 here. This is a shorter or smaller stream. I don't really know how much shorter it's going to be because we actually have quite a few things to go through today. I'm hoping that, because this camera is also not that great, if we look at one of these cards here, you can see it's nowhere near the quality we had on my smartphone, unfortunately. This Next-to-Go camera is pretty much garbage, I guess. So if we can get a few more subs though and hit 50, then I can just stream from my phone again, and that will be at least for now, the camera of use. But you know what? Anyway, let's just get into this because there, like I said, are a few things we're gonna talk about and also open. Right up here, you see my reward for participating in my first tournament over at the local card shop, comic shop, that is, not the card shop, comic shop. How many were there? Were 6 of us, so it wasn't big, but it was very fun, I should say. 6 was a nice number. 8 would be better, just although you don't play tournament style. I guess you just play 3 rounds is what we ended up doing, and then tallied up points. I think I got last. I could have probably gotten second to last, but in my second match, I lost my first, had a win or had a loss, and then a tie, and then tied my second. I had a win and then a loss, and then I lost my third. I just had two losses. The second one that was a tie, I could have just won if I waited out a few more minutes in the second round, but I ended up forfeiting, so we could maybe get to a round 3. We didn't have any time at all to get to the round 3. Either way, it would have probably ended up a tie in that round, and then we would have just ended up tying anyway if we did start that round up. So I should have just, if I wanted to be pretty lame about it, I could have just played slow for the next few minutes and waited until we just tied for the second round, and then I would have won that matchup. But again, like I said, I was playing against like a high school kid or something. Like, there's no reason to be that lame, so I just wanted to play anyway. I think we were the two at the bottom. Anyway, we're 5th and 6th place. But either way, this is what my prize was. I opened a few of these, of course, to be cool with the other guys. They were trading in whatever cards that they didn't need and others did need, so I figured I'd open my 2 Temporal Forces. I also opened these 2 prize packs. I chose to get the Series 1 and 2. I was going to get 1 of each, but then I ended up just grabbing 2 Series 4 and no number 3s. We'll see what I do next time. At the this week, I should say, coming up, it'll be a weekend there is not a tournament at the comic shop, but at a collectible shop in a different place, sort of also nearby. There will be a tournament there on a Sunday. I don't know if I'll go or not, but I could always do that every week if I wanted and get some more prizes there. We'll see, because as you can see here, I think if I wanted to sell these, I could have at least gotten $20, 5, 10, 15, 20 at the very least for those. And then of course, opening some Temporal Forces. Who knows? You always have a chance. I think at the collectible shop, it'll only be the promo packs that you get as prizes. Either way, like I said, you can either sell the packs straight up sealed still on TCG Player and probably make more than your money back that you paid to enter the tournaments. Or you can test your luck and see if you can hit something that gets you a little more, right? Like anything else. But these are the Temporal Forces we got. I figure, one of these code cards wasn't used. I used one of them. I'll let you guys take the other one. I'm not sure which one it is, so you just have to figure that out yourselves. But yeah, nothing crazy. Let me zoom in real quick. This might be the place. I might not be able to zoom back out. This might be the problem I was having. All right, so yeah, we got a Zoomeril. I think I already have that. A Yamper. I think Yamper was actually decently high up there. I wonder if that's used in a deck somewhere. A Grubbin. I think we had a Charge-a-Bug in one of our last Temporal Forces. I'm pretty sure it was Temporal Forces. Maybe it was something else. We have a Grub in there now. Shaman. Uncommon. That's interesting, huh? Cybermaniac's Code Breaking. I think, yeah, we already have one of those as well. And there's a Vikavolt too, so we have all three of those evolutions all of a sudden. Sorry, a little further up than I should be there, huh? And then our Bronzong was our first reverse holo. Actually, I'm wondering if Bronzong is used too. I'll have to check it out because for some reason I was thinking Bronzor and Bronzong were higher than I expected them to be up on the list. Mag Cargo I also thought was maybe used, but I could be wrong about that. But yeah, reverse holo, that is a rare. And then another Iron Thorns. I'm pretty sure we already have one of these. So duplicate for us there. Energy. Yeah. So that was that one. Then, of course, our second. Just two. I was super happy with getting these rewards for last place. I will certainly take it. There's another Charjabug in case we didn't have the other one. And here's the code card in case that's the one I didn't take. Slugma to go with that Mag Cargo. Again, I think that they weren't like too low on the value sheet there. Value guide. Solosis, Skitty, Call for Family. I think that's a pretty useful move. So maybe a useful card there. I don't know. Maybe people don't want Skitty. Because I think Pidgey has it too, right? And then you actually want what Pidgey evolves into. I don't, if Delcatty's useless, then why take the Skitty for Call for Family? Ribbon Future Booster Energy Capsule. Iron Hands. I believe we already have at least one of him. Turtwig Reverse Holo, always cool, but I don't think it's worth much. Even relative to other Reverse Holos in this set. Mightyena. And I believe, another Koraidon for us here. So we got, I think, 2 duplicate holo rares. That's our kind of luck, right? So not surprising. Just checking my agenda here. So yeah, these are the other 2 I opened. So I guess we'll start with Series 2 and then we'll go back in time. So I wasn't sure until the coordinator, mentioned that the later, so Prize Pack 4 are actually the later cards. Prize Pack 1 and 2 are pretty much all cards that are out of rotation. 3 is probably mostly still in rotation because there's some in Series 2, I think, that are Brilliant Stars. So you can still, in Series 2, in this one, you can still get some playable cards, but not many. So Fog Crystal, not playable. That is Chilling Reign. Evolving Skies Flaffy. Was this actually a good card? I think this was a good card like last rotation. Yeah, attach an energy card from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon every turn with that Dynamotor. So yeah, that's a cool one. A Moltres, also cool in my opinion, because hey, legendary. Original legendary. A Malamar, holo. I think we have one of these perhaps. That's another, actually maybe not. That's Chilling Reign. That is Brilliant Star. Yeah, that's Brilliant Stars Moltres, so that's playable. And that is playable. Another Brilliant Stars. Magma Basin holo. I guess that wasn't worth much either. I think I looked all these up, unfortunately. I thought maybe it would be, but nope. We got a Fire Energy, and yeah, that's it. And unfortunately for you guys, I did use these code cards. And these will go pretty much just into the back of one of the binders that has the other promos in it. And then our older one, I should say, Rescue Carrier. I'm not sure about many of these. I think the Ordinary Rod was good. Unusable now. That is Sword and Shield base set, and Evolving Skies was the Rescue Carrier back there. Then we had a Cinderace, pretty cool Cinderace there, but again, Sword and Shield base. A cool Darkness Energy, Hollow Darkness Energy. I would like to know if these are playable still, if you're allowed to just play kind of whatever energy you want because it's just an energy. It's not like people don't, it's not like you're cheating by using an older energy card. Excuse me. Still dealing with this cough, but boom, we hit the Evolving Skies Espeon B promo. So pretty much the kind of thing I guess you're looking for in these older promos if you're going to get them. That's kind of what I was looking for. I figured, oh hey, maybe I'll get an Evolving Skies like I did here from the old promos that aren't usable. Instead of everyone else just grabbed all promo pack 4s, so they could hopefully hit like Buddy Buddy Poffins or any of the other expensive cards that are currently being used and will be for the next 2 years perhaps. But a card like this is just going to usually increase in value because it's older, but it's still pretty much pick upable, as you saw. No, I had no problem getting a hold of Prize Pack 1, 2. I could have got even more if I wanted and foregone the Series 4s if I wanted. But 1 was enough, and then another Darkness Energy there for us. But pretty awesome. Espeon B. I think that was worth, I think could get $7 or $8 maybe from that on TCG Player. It wasn't too bad. So we'll get to these last 2 packs. I'll open those for you guys here. Before I get to that, I was going to quickly, I already discussed most of what happened at the comic shop tournament. My biggest issue with this deck was that I could not get the energy I needed. I'm just going to show quickly the things I took out. I actually took out 3, I believe, psychic energies, and then I put 2 back in because I was having such energy problems in all my matches pretty much. And then, as you can see here, took out one of the 3 Drifloons, so only 2 left in the deck there. The Pro deck only recommends 1 Drifloon. They recommend 2 Gardevoir EX, so that's what I took. They didn't have Luminion V in there, so I ended up having to take. I actually took him out later. He was in the deck, but I made some changes after the tournament because, yeah, I already had some ideas. Cresselia I had in the deck, but I guess you don't really know what gender it is, but when I look at it, it reminds me. It just looks like it would be a female Pokemon, I guess. Useless. I took out 1 Nest Ball and 1 Ultra Ball. Took out 1 Bravery Charm. Took out both of the Artisan Stadium cards. Took out a Rare Candy. None of these were, at least not that many Ultra Balls and Nest Balls, I believe, were in the Pro deck version. No Artisans were in there. No Rare Candies, although it was like a supplementary card recommendation. And the same with Professor's Researches, so I kept a couple in there just to have a little more card draw. And Eerie was not in it, but it was also in the like supplemental part of the Pro deck, and it was something I had, and so I threw it in my deck initially. It was pretty much useless, so I took it back out. And this is what we are actually left with here, at least now. Most of this was my deck. I, of course, have the Mew in there still. I added all the Buddy Buddy Poffins initially before the tournament that I could find. I had the Fluttermane already, so I added that. That's part of the Pro deck. That it cancels any abilities of your opponent's active Pokemon. Ionos were in there. Arvins were in there. Ultra Balls were in there. I took the 1 out. Raltzes, still 4 Raltzes, and still 4 Curlias. The Klefki was a new addition. I have the regular hollow version of Klefki, which I had before the tournament added. It's the same as that Hyper Voice Mischievous. Right, is that what it's called? No, I forget. No, Fluttermane. It's the same as Fluttermane, sort of, with Mischievous Lock. Opponent's abilities are it can't be activated, whatever. And then the one of the guys, Eric, thanks Eric from the comic shop, one of my new buddies, pulled this from his tournament pack, and he didn't want it, so I would have certainly even given him $1 for it just because. but he gave it to me for free, so that was cool of him. So we're using that one now in our deck. Energies, of course, like I said, I took out 3 and then I put 2 back in. I think that's going to change because of some additions we can make today, I believe. Again, Buddy Poffins I grabbed from the pre-release, 2 pre-release decks we have, the semi decks, the 40 card partial decks, 2 Matang that we got. I think each of them had 1 Buddy Poffin, so we were able to add 2 there, and I think I may have had 1 from a booster, so I think there's 3 in here total. A Moonlit Hill is something that we got, was also given to us. I wasn't able, these guys at the comic shop wouldn't take money, so he gave me this one for free. That was after the tournament though, that was added. I believe, yeah, that was afterward. Curly again, boss's orders kept. It's all the boss's orders, I believe, were kept in here. I wouldn't have taken any of those out, but I may have added some. What do we have? We have 2. I may have added 1 in here. Nest Ball and Ultra Ball, again, we're just 3 of those each. 2 Gardevoirs, like I said. There's another of the Buddy Poppins. Same Arbins were all in there still. I added a couple rare candies and Professor's Researches, mostly to round the deck out to get to 60, but also to get more card draw and the rare candies to just have, I guess, just to have something. I don't really need the rare candies as much, I suppose. I could probably get rid of 1 of those. They weren't as useful as I thought they were going to be. I should have made better use of, you'll see in here, I have TM Evolution. That was probably a more useful one to try to get 2 Raltzes out first with a Poffin, and then immediately get the TM Evolution onto the active and be able to evolve those 2 Raltzes real quick on turn 1. That would be probably the play, or turn 1 or 2, depending on when you go, if you can attack the first turn with TM Evolution. This is big. This wasn't added. This was also given to me for free. So again, thank you. That was my new buddy named Preston who gave me the Mimikyu and the Moonlit Hill. This is huge though. I played a couple TCG online matches, and because this was given to me after the tournament, so I didn't use it there. But I actually won a match, my first match in TCG Live, basically because of Mimikyu. Against Charizard EX. It was awesome. So this seems like it's pretty much a staple of the deck. Now I have it, so that'll help. I am missing, though, 2 other staples, the Manaphy and the Jirachi, to hang out on the bench. If we can get our hands on those, that'll change a lot. I'm going to try to, I need to do it soon if I want to try to check out the card collectible shop to see if he has in his singles either of those. If not, I'll just have to get them from TCG Player. I'm considering making an order this week, but I just need to hope that that's in. If I want to use them like this coming weekend at the collectible store tournament, and then the following week after that, there will be another comic shop tournament that I'm definitely going to be in. So by then, but in the next 2 weeks, I for sure need those 2 cards. There's one more. There's also a Screamtail, the Jigglypuff ancient Pokemon from not the newest one, but the one from Paradox Rift. That acts basically the same as Drifloon, except the attack only takes 2 energy. Not that that matters because of the damage you're trying to put on to the Pokemon, so that its attack does more damage based on the damage counters on it. Same as the Drifloon, but the Hyper Voice can attack the bench as well. It does a little less. It's only 20 per damage counter instead of 30 like the Drifloon, but again, you can attack the bench. Anyway, Collapse Stadium. That was given to me beforehand, and then I was able to play it. Actually, I think I bought this one, but it was only $1. I bought it for $1. It was probably not worth much more. It shouldn't have been worth more than that. I didn't check the hollow price, but it should have still been less than $1. But I did buy that one. That was before the tournament started, so I was able to use that. It was actually not useful at all. It may have been at some point, but it just didn't come into play. But it is still in my deck because I just need more cards at the moment. It might come out. I'm not sure. Although I think this is one that's actually supposed to be in the deck. It's not supplemental like Moonlit Hill is. Ultra Ball Energy is still in there. Or the Drifloon, of course. I kept the Raining Greninja in. That's always nice for more card draw early on, especially if you get him and 2 Curlias up early. You get a lot of card draw and a lot of potential energy discarded. Another Boss's Orders. Protective goggles I added just in case I met a Charizard EX deck, which I did, but I didn't, wasn't able to play those. I actually met 2 Charizard EX decks and wasn't able to play either time. The first deck was the first Charizard was the one I should have just won, the matchup I should have won, so I didn't need him. And the second time, I don't think I ever pulled it, but it also wouldn't have mattered because Charizard's so strong. Another rare candy there. Ralt still one super rod in there. I think that was already in the deck. Gardevoir Ralts. Jacques I kept in, or I added back in. I had him out for the tournament, but I put him back in because I figured searching for 2 evolution Pokemon might not be the worst thing. Kind of sort of like an Ultra Ball, but only for evolution Pokemon. Of course, with TM evolution, you don't need to, wherever that is, you don't need to. Maybe I already passed it up. Oh, there it is. You don't need to have the cards in your hand yet that you're evolving into, so you get to. I can search the deck for the 2 Curlia I need with that. Energy, Nest Ball, Arven, of course, Drifloon, our second Drifloon of 2. A Bravery Charm, of course, which you need for the Drifloon to take out a lot of stuff, and for the once I get it, the Screamtail in there. I have 2 of those, and then also better, but not as good as the Royal Cape A-Spec card, which I don't know if I'll be able to add into here because it's way too much. They also recommend Prime Catcher, and I can see why, because that was one of my biggest issues. Of course, there's Boss's Orders, but Prime Catcher not being a supporter lets you play it anytime you want. And it's not like I have the other catcher in here, wherever, maybe we already saw it. It's not nearly as good because, oh no, maybe it's just in my online deck. I must not have any copies in real life here of the counter catcher, because that only lets you can only use the counter catcher if you have more prizes. And unfortunately in TCG Live when I was playing, I kept not having it, probably because I was playing against Charizard. I kept being ahead or tied with prizes, and so even so I ended up winning that match. Luxurious Cape, though, that's pretty much the ticket there, because I don't have the Royal Cape. I could add another one of these, that would be good. Drifloon, Luxurious Cape, tons of damage on him through Gardevoir EX's ability to put Psychic Energy from the discard onto any Pokemon, but then do 20 damage to it. Puts a bunch of damage on Drifloon, even more because he can take more with 100 plus 100 HP, and then eventually he has enough to just slam anything he wants, including Charizard EX. So that's pretty much how the deck plays out. I should probably get another Royal Cape in here. I also, this was after the tournament given to me. That'll be big. That's kind of like the same with the Collapse Stadium. That's to get Gardevoir EX off of the field once you're done using that ability. So there's not another 2 prize Pokemon out there, especially if you're using that Royal Cape and making your Drifloon into a 2 prizer. But that's it. That's the deck where it's at now. Hopefully, again, I can get a couple more of those cards. It's pretty much already where it needs to be. Although there are a few cards we're going to be adding today. Now that we've gone through that, let's get into pretty much what was going to be the main event today. I want to open my Miraidon League Battle deck, the one that came just before the Gardevoir one that we're using now. Yes, okay, we didn't freeze by zooming out, so that's great. Looks like for whatever reason, the camera seems to work much better when I'm actually streaming, which I guess is good. It's just a little worrisome whenever it's shutting off beforehand. You don't want that happening during. I didn't use any of my Gardevoir accessories. I didn't take those. I just took some chintzy dice. I have just a bunch of dice. Generic ones. I took a bunch of those with me to use as coin flippers, damage counters, all sorts of just everything. So just like the other, I like how they pack these separately with their own like kind of plastic back thing there. So yeah, 2 Regielekis Vs and 1 V Max, 2 Miraidon EX. Oh, 2 Regieleki V Maxes. Who knows how many of these will actually stay in this deck, if we'll ever even use this at all. We might use this. We might turn this into a Miraidon EX, and we may also use the Zapdos EX $20 deck to sort of change things up. Who knows? We'll see. Because we can kind of, maybe we can even mess around a little bit more with this deck. It'll, maybe we can just continually change it around. I like that they have these little upgrade guides they come with to tell you about the deck there, and then they tell you about some upgrades you can make. Apparently there's no Ionos in here, or not enough, or only 2 maybe. But yeah, we'll probably mess around more with this deck because I think it's gonna probably not be as strong. So we'll just keep changing things up until we can maybe beat Gardevoir with it. Why not? Something fun to do. Something a little different. We don't always have to be meta, right? So there, oh yeah, okay, that's not what I thought was gonna happen because I could have swore on the back it said it came with a coin and counters. But those are definitely not, those are dice. But very cool looking dice also, in my opinion. Like the, just like the Gardevoir ones were. I like these little boxes they come into. You can certainly also throw in the 2 counters if you want. There's that, and then the rest of the deck here. I'm gonna have to snag that as fast as possible so you guys don't. But here's this. See, I love these deck boxes. They're pretty nice. I think I mentioned in the last one that I was hoping that this was going to be big enough. As you can see in there, seems like there's some extra room. I was hoping it'd be big enough to actually put in the whole sleeved up deck, but no, not even close. So we just got to use deck boxes like you saw, using my gold. I got that at that card shop, comic shop that is, a while back. So yeah, figured I'd use that. They also have a game mat that matches that, and I don't have a game mat yet, so I might pick that up at some point. All right, it's not much of a zoom in, I know. So obviously we got some lightning energy, and if okay, cool. So this one's actually in order here and not just all random. All our lightning energy right on the top. I like that. This does make it so much easier to figure out what's happening. Arvins. There's 4 of those. Good. The electric generator, which is, I think, a must in your lightning decks these days. 4 of those, so that's awesome. Got all we need there. Got more boss's orders that we can mix and match into the other decks as needed. 3. Wow, 4 of those. Nice. Got some Professor Turo, Professor's Researches. If we want to have some other characters in our decks, and mix and match those. More Ultra Balls. But there are some cards in here that are very important to us in our Gardevoir deck. And they're going to be coming up here in a second. They have to be. We're almost out. Actually, I can't remember if it... Yeah. It's definitely a Scarlet Violet. Beach Court. What is this? Retreat cost of both players' Pokemon is 1 less. It's always a nice card. Switch. We could always add some switches in. I was using Switch Cart, I believe. No, I was using the Pokemon Tool Switch thing. I can't remember what it's called now. Anyway, that... Nope, that's not what we need. Not yet. The Vitality Band. 2 of those. Nice. Power yourself up a little bit. I thought that the cards we needed were Scarlet Violet. I guess I'm wrong. Regieleki. More Regielekis here. Zeraora. Haven't seen these before. That was Astral Radiance. Silver Tempest, Zeraora. Yeah, these are new to me. The good old Bidoof and Bibarrel combo. Bunch of card draw for you. Wow, okay, so this is weird. These cards are not what it says are in the deck. Wait, maybe they are. Hold on. This isn't what we need either still. This is even due. I know people use it all the time. Pokemon V this card is attached to can use the V Star power on this card. Okay, I see. Okay, so during your turn, search your deck for a card and put it into your hand and shuffle your deck. So basically, yeah, a card that allows you to get any card you need. That's also not what we need. So that's really strange. Let's check this out now. You know what? Maybe I was looking at one of the $10 decks. Here's what we're looking at. I could have swore I saw it somewhere. No, okay, it wasn't on that one, which I guess is okay, but that means we're gonna have to open up other decks soonish. So this Melmetal has no. Mona, Rourke, Youngster, Jacques, Rika, Great Ball Switch, Energy Sticker, Nest Ball, Potion. That's not it either. I know I saw it. I know I saw it. I'm not that great. Oh, you know what? Maybe it was when I was looking up Zapdos. It must have been. Yeah, because these are also pretty much the same trainer cards. It must be the Zapdos EX deck that has 2 earthen vessels, and I could really, really use those in. You probably use them in basically any deck. They're extremely expensive already. They're like already almost $3, I think, for just the regular one. And so, yeah, you're paying for them. But I think I would be okay just having 2 of them. 2 of them would be enough. Get those from the Zapdos. What would they be called? The Deluxe Battle Deck. EX Deluxe Battle Deck. And you know what? Maybe when we get the Ninetales, maybe Ninetales will have 2 as well. So then maybe we'll have 4 total. And use them in whatever deck we want, especially because we won't really be using those 2 decks. But that's that. And now, finally, guys, thanks for hanging out. If you hung out a little bit live, or if you're watching this just as a VOD, either way, thanks for chilling. Please like and subscribe. Make your comments. Let me know what you think about my deck changes, or what you think about the Miraidon EX League Battle deck, or the cards I got. What's your favorite card that I grabbed here? And also, if you are the one that got the code card, let me know if you get anything good from that. So here we go. First prize pack series 4. The rest of my consolation prize for getting last place in that mini tournament, little tournament, nothing crazy. Unfortunately, guys, this time at least, I'm going to keep these 2 promo pack codes. But in the future, we'll give some away. Hopefully, maybe even next week, whenever I get hopefully a few more of these packs, more than 4, if I'm lucky. Trekking shoes, I think people use those pretty often, so that's not bad. Ooh, a Jet Energy, that's awesome. I know people use that. Wasn't this the card? Wasn't this the one we got in one of those $2 repackaged things? And it was like almost $3. So that could be worth a bit with the stamp. Oop. There's some professor's research. Could always use that, I suppose. Oh, a reverse hollow water energy. Nice, very nice. Don't know if I have any water energies yet. I think I have a lightning and a steel we got from 151. And then we got that darkness from the other promo, and now a water. And another darkness energy, but this one is a newer one. Also awesome. Very similar looking, to be honest, to the water. And another, wow. Talk about energy. Which I think they always finish with a regular energy, but yeah, another darkness energy stamped for us. Wow. I think I might have 3 unhollow stamped darkness energies. Plus this one, hollow one. I guess I should play Charizard EX, guys. Of course, I do already have 1 Charizard EX card. We'll be getting into that. I don't know when we'll get into that, but soon on a Friday show. Let me know in the comments if you, from what I have left, if there's something you want to see particularly. Those other battle decks will be a smaller show opening. I have that Charizard EX10. I also have still our Leafeon V-Star box. And I will also mention right now That I got this one because it went out of stock on Pokemon Center, and I highly doubt it'll come back because it's old. And now the Glaceon also went out of stock. It's still a little cheaper on TCG Player and things than the Leafeon was, but because of that reason, I think if I were you and you want both of them or just the Glaceon, I would go grab that one now as well before it starts increasing in price. I'm sure it's not going to start going down. I think they're both, if it goes down, it's only going to be by a bit, and then they're both going to, the Glaceon's been increasing, as the Leafeon that is, and the Glaceon, if it hasn't been, it will start soon, I guarantee. So go snag both of those or whatever, if you want. Finally here, our last prize pack. I guess we could also look up prices for this, but I'm not really too concerned about that. I do have it all set up, I suppose, to do so. To do that, though, I don't know what's happening with this pack here. Odd. All right. Superior energy retrieval. Discard 2 cards from your hand. Put 4 basic energy cards from your discard card pile into your hand. Interesting. So if you have a ton of energy, you could discard 2 energy and grab 4 other energy out, and then you could grab those 2 energy you just discarded with other things like, I don't know, whatever you want. You use Super Rod to put them back in your deck, I guess, if you want. A Pelipper. Don't know if that's something people use at all. A Sky Seal Stone. Okay, that's not as good as a Forest Seal Stone would have been, certainly. Star Order. During your turn, you may use this ability during your turn if your opponent's active Pokemon V-Star or active Pokemon V-Max is knocked out by damage from an attack from your basic Pokemon V. Take 1 more prize card. Wow, so you would take 4 prizes if this is attached. Wait. During your turn, it doesn't say tool up there, but it does say Pokemon tool down here. So it is a tool. So it does attach, and then while it's attached, you can use that Star Order ability. Of course, it's a V-Star ability, so you can only use that once. But it's kind of cool. Oh, okay. That's got to be worth a little bit, right? The reverse hollow stamped jet energy. Nice. Nice. Oh, cool. I don't know if people use the regular Kyogre in their decks, but there's hollow stamped Kyogre and a fighting energy to finish things off. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. I don't know. Kind of want to go see the prices of some of this. I think TCG Player is the only place I saw that I could really find out. Let's take a look. Why not? That's that. You know what? Before that, though, I did. Now, you know what? I was going to do some, as always on Tuesdays, going to do some repackaged stuff or open one of those $2 repackaged things. But I think we'll just save that because we did enough today. Had a few packs to open already. Let's check out some prices. Why not? Yeah, it'd be nice to maybe only make this about an hour. Hello, everybody. I'm gonna fix myself up here now that I'm on camera and done with all that. Okay, let's guess we could check out our temporal forces. We don't have a whole lot here to look at because Miraidon battle deck. We're not going to look up all that. So let's check out. Did we get anything decent? Let's just look out what the Iron Thorns in the Koraidon are. They probably aren't even that high up. And check out reverse hollows too, I suppose. Why not? It won't take that long. Is that big a bolt? And again, there has to only be, I'm assuming, hollow versions of these rares we got hollows of. They're either hollow rares or they're unhollow rares, and then everything has a reverse hollow version. If you're new like me to the collecting scene and you're not quite sure how it all works, 6 cents for Iron Hands. I think that is used, but that's not much. Mag Cargo didn't make it far. That was one of our reverse hollows. That's not the reverse hollow, obviously. Mightyena, only 7 cents for that reverse hollow. Oh, that's a cool Raichu. Sprawled out on the ground. I like it. Excuse me again. Can't get over this cough. Yeah, I don't remember our reverse hollows here. Mightyena and Turtwig, that's right. Ooh. And the Mag Cargo and Bronzong. Hope you're enjoying your morning. I am now. Can drink some coffee. Do we have that Victini? Maybe on hollow. Oh, that's probably the Iron Hands people are using, the actual rare. Although that's a reverse hollow, and he's not very far. Doesn't look reverse hollow in the picture, at least. Not that that means anything. Probably just have the wrong image. We do have that Scyther reverse hollow, I'm pretty sure. There's, yeah, that's the hollow Iron Thorns at 11. Wow, Miraidon EX is less than, or the same as Miraidon. That's crazy. Wow, that seems really strange. I'd go like buy a bunch of those or something. Is that the wait? Is that the one that we just got? Is that maybe why it's so cheap? There it is. I don't think it's the same. Tandem Unit and Photon Blaster. No, those are different moves. Well, all right. Must not be very good. That's the not the Screamtail we need. We actually have this Screamtail. It seems like it's pretty good with all that damage it heals, but you need an ancient deck for it to be useful. There's our Turtwig. Reverse hollow, 12. And Iron Thorns for 14. Oh wait, wait a second. Oh, that's the reverse hollow. Okay, it's hard to tell because they aren't reverse hollow in the pictures here. Explorer's Guidance is worth a decent bit on hollow. Co-Ride in there, though, our other rare for 14. And again, Co-Ride and EX for 14. What is that about? That doesn't seem right. Why are they so cheap? Mag Cargo, reverse hollow 14, and that is all. Right? No, we did not see Bronzong, did we? There's our Flutter Mane that is useful to us. 21 cents. Ancient Booster. Oh, that's the reverse hollow. Okay. That's right. We did already see that. This must have been why I thought that Bronzor and Bronzong were actually used. Because I don't think we saw him yet. No, we must have. We're way too far down now. There's the Buddy Poffin, though, at $1.35. I think it's actually more than that. And then you see the bronze. There's a Bronzor alternate art, which also doesn't mean anything. I imagine there'd be a Bronzong. There's our Minccino we have for $2.80. I think that's also probably worth a little more than that. Probably get $3 out of it. Is there no Bronzong alternate art? I thought maybe there would be because there's a Bronzor. Nope. Decent cards down here at the bottom though. Some of these I would imagine. I don't know if I got doubles of some of these, I would probably sell the duplicate pretty much immediately. I don't know how much, like with a lot of these new cards coming out that are worth so much because they're viable, they're very useful right now. I just wonder how much they're going to keep their value after they rotate out. So Bronzong must have been not very far down here at all. As the huge, we might have seen him and I just forgot. That happens all the time, as you probably know. No, I no, maybe not. I didn't see him at all. Like I didn't even see him when we scrolled down the whole way down here. See all those ace spec cards and whatnot. It's way too much. There's our prime catcher, almost $30. That's why we can't put that in the deck. That would be worth more than the rest of the deck probably put together. The Hero's Cape is only 11. That's kind of a little more doable, but honestly, I'm not really willing to put that much money in any deck right now, at least. Maybe if it started seeming like it was actually worth it, maybe then I would. If I can start winning some matches in some tournaments, then maybe things would, maybe I would reconsider. But you know, oh, there's the Bronzong finally, 6 cents only. That's horrible. So clearly those aren't used. I do really love that Croconaw. Is that a different Croconaw? That is a different one than the one I said I really like. That's an awesome Croconaw art too. Wow, they just really know how to make Croconaws, I guess. Yeah, we'll probably talk about in a future video. You know, I have 2 packages I didn't open in the last one, the last Friday video. I meant to open in this one, but I guess we'll just save those for this coming. Well, actually, Saturday was the last stream. The next stream is going to be this Friday coming up instead, which is when I'm normally going to be doing the big stream, and that'll be 6 p.m. Eastern again. And there I'll do the unboxing of those 2 other things. But I am going to be getting into how should I put this without giving away too much? I'll be getting into some other things that you'll, I guess, become more and more aware of as we go. But did I get anything yet here? No, I haven't shown you anything yet. But there are some things, like if you follow like my football collection series. I actually only have 1 video out right now, but I was going to put another one out yesterday and I forgot. That's mostly all just straight up selling, buying and selling. The Pokemon I'm actually collecting, but we are going to be selling these too. So that being said, I will have an online shop at some point popping up here. And we'll see how much we end up getting into outside of single selling and what else we get into outside of just straight up Pokemon. I think we'll probably do Pokemon, and obviously sports cards, because but those will be through eBay directly, and we'll have TCG Player probably an account on there to sell stuff. Disney Lorcana maybe as well, as we start getting a few more boosters of those and getting more of those duplicates, which I won't really care about either. Sell those too. And maybe we'll do some sealed products, and we'll see how that goes. And if I can kind of start making a little bit of money back through that, then we can do more giveaways here of those products, and I can also just myself get a lot more and have a lot more fun with you guys opening stuff. Let's check out, I guess the only thing really left. Let's just look real quick at TCG Player. Let's look. Okay, yeah, I know how to do that. I know how this works. Shop all, and then we can go down to prize pack series cards. I usually, as always, I like to do the low to high pricing. We're not going to be able to see everything on here, obviously, but you can see whatever we can catch, we will catch. There are a few that I think we're probably more interested in finding out about. I don't know if we'll see the energies on here or not. I guess we will, since they're all over the place already. Trekking shoes did not make it very far. It's our darkness energy. Always see what the holo is of that. Not bad. Buck over $1. I won't check out the ones from before because I'm not sure what holos. Oh wait, was it in one of these packs I just opened that I got the other? In the Espeon one? Yeah, it was. Okay, yeah. It was a darkness though. And that was Sword and Shield darkness energy. Do we get this professor's research, I think? I thought I had just gotten this Slowbro. I think that was a stamped one. Yeah, what's he? I think so. Oh no, I guess not, because that would have been in one of the ones we just now opened, and I don't remember seeing it. We did get that Professor Sada Professor's Research though. That's okay. I had that Archeops as well from last time. Wow, Earth and Seal Stone did not make it very far. Oh, never mind. I'm not thinking the right one. Oh, there's the Darkness Energy from Sword and Shield. That didn't make it very far either. Oh, but over $2 for that holo. That's pretty cool. So we made a few bucks back. Not even counting the Espeon, we may have made back the $10 that we paid to buy in. Maybe we definitely did. Counting the Espeon, we're definitely over $10. Moltres didn't make it very far. It'd be nice if we could sort these by the 4 different prize pack series, but we can't. There's the Sky Seal Stone. Didn't make it far. Pelipper as well. As a Welliper. No, I don't know why I'm thinking I had that Gallade, but I don't. Okay, none of those. Yeah, I think we definitely made out pretty well with those last 2 prize packs we just opened. I think that was good. Nice little boost. As you can probably tell by the fact that we're not really seeing a whole lot of our cards yet. Colossus didn't make it very far there. We didn't get a switch, did we? I think we might have. Sky Seal Stone, Superior, Energy thingy. That's hilarious. That one pack, I didn't realize that we had 3 energies and 3 trainers. And that was it. 3 energies and 3 trainers. But we didn't see all those trainers yet, I don't believe. No wait. Yeah. One was a Gen Energy and the other one was that Superior Energy Search or whatever. Which might be decent. Sounds like a card I would want to use. Not that I've ever seen it before. So maybe no one uses it. There's that Klefki we got traded to us. Given to us, I should say. That's why I should have opened the prize pack 4s instead of the 1 and 2 while I was at the store. Just in case I got something like that someone else could use, I could have traded it to them. I don't think we got anything all that useful though, especially since half of what we got was energies. That Hisuian Heavy Ball, that would have been nice to have because I need one of those. It's one of the other cards I need in the deck.
All right, wow, we still have several cards to see here, though. Manaphy would have been another nice one to snag. There's our Mimikyu as well, wow. Flaffy made it to 25, I guess. Sorry, I have like a tickle in the back of my throat now. Great time for it. Still, though, a few cards at least left. I'm pretty sure we may have passed up. We probably passed up the water energy. I'm sure they're not that important to anybody. Oh, fog crystal. Yeah, sorry. I'm starting to make myself cry. I'm coughing so hard. Wow, still. Oh wait, there's the ordinary rod. Yeah, that almost made it to $1. Wow. Kyogre. Kyogre is probably over $1 for the holo. Yeah. Barely. Wow, what? I mean, surely that's going to change a little bit in the future. And hopefully that'll go a little further up. Maybe we'll get a little closer to $2 for the holo Kyogre. And woo, wow. So that's from Prize Pack Series 3. That is crazy. Crazy cool. Of course, those aren't the kind of energies we would get. That would be asking a lot. We didn't even get Prize Pack Series 3, so we couldn't get those, huh? Hey, there's our Superior Energy Retrieval. Yeah, that must be a good card because it's worth over $1 regular. Wow, almost $1.50 for that thing. Nice. Very good. It's the kind of thing we need to see. Arvins, of course, would be great hits. Great Ball, that's surprising. Great Ball's that high. I didn't think Great Ball was that useful. They always put him in those lower level decks, but I just kind of assumed that was because they're trying to make decks that were easy to use for beginners. Hence the level 1, level 2, level 3 differences between the three types of $10, $20, and $30 decks. The $30, of course, being these league battle decks we've been doing, and the $10 being these little fellas here, which will probably open soon. We have the Blastoise and Venusaur V from back in the day as well, already opened, and I used those a couple times. But those are really good decks, I think, for like maybe like 7, 8, 9-ish, 6, 7, 8, 9-year-olds learning the game, which is like the range of ages of my nieces and nephews right now. And so those are the kind of decks I'll probably use with them, and then also be able to, I don't know, I could even give them to them really. So there's our Gardevoir EX. That would be cool to get. It's worth a good bit there. Actually, it's not worth that much. We could honestly just buy them if we wanted to be really cool. You could just buy those, throw them in our deck. Miraidon EX worth nothing, of course. Even though it's $2 market price, 99¢, because as we saw, it wasn't worth anything. But $1.40 for the cheapest one, crashing hard. But I don't know. Wow, started over $4. Whew. That's weird considering how far down it is on the list. Although that's the different one because that's the one that is in this deck. So that must be why it's actually worth something, maybe. What does it even do? Tanamino, once during your turn, you may search your deck for up to 2 basic lightning Pokemon, put them on your bench, and then shuffle your deck. Well, that seems pretty cool. Also because Miraidon's a basic himself, so there's that, and there's also the fact that you don't need to evolve him to get him up to use that ability. And Photon Blaster, during your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack, but you can still use an ability. That's not an attack, so you just can't use Photon Blaster twice in a row. Or you wouldn't be able to like attach like an evolution, you wouldn't be able to attach a TM to him to use that as a move either, obviously. Anyway, I think I have that Avery, maybe. Meowscarada EX made it quite far up. Mewtwo V, some cards that are used. I saw somewhat, oh yeah, one of the guys, Eric, was using Meowscarada EX in this past tournament, and the one that I was spectating the one time when it was just 3 guys playing, a good guy named Colton was using that deck, but he was using this time, he was using Charizard EX. He's the one that beat me 2 games in a row in the my third matchup. And Eric, the guy playing the Meowscarada, beat me once and then tied, I guess, technically the second one. Although, well, I guess it would have been a tie, but we were at turns in round 2, and I wasn't going to win, so I just conceded, and then that was 2 losses. So, which I guess would mean less points for me. If I wanted to be like the get as many points as I can guy, I guess it would be, let's just play out turns and then tie that one, and then I'd get maybe more points for the tie instead of for 2 losses. I don't know. Jet Energy. Well, we had a good run. It almost made it to $2. Well, probably does make it to $2. I would sell it for 2. And then our holo is, oh, wow, never mind. I was going to say only, but it is. We could probably sell the holo for $10. So that was by far the best card we got. That paid for the tournament in itself. Oh, wait, I guess we're still going, huh? Could find something else. Wait, could we? I don't think there's anything else in here that was worth it. I think the Jet Energy was it. Yeah, both the Jet Energies were it, really. But even those by themselves, that was quite a nice hit. Oh, oh, never mind. Yeah, Kyogre wasn't bad either, right? He was yeah, I said I think $2 for him, right? And then the energies, the holo energies were pretty decent. Let's see if we can find that water. Yeah, that was this one, right? It must have been. And it's only, well, $1.62. That's not bad either. So I think $3 counting the 2 energies, $1.50 for each of them. And then the other one, which was maybe $1, I don't know. So maybe we would talk $4 there, the 10 for the. I'm not going to do the math here, but honestly, we could be looking at like $20 value at least overall. And again, $10 buy-in for the tournament. $15 will be in the next two weeks coming up here. The next tournament on the 11th, I believe it is, which is nice because it's a Saturday. I believe it'll be a $15 buy-in, so maybe better prizes, maybe more people. Maybe I'll get a little luckier. My deck will be a little more complete by then. Will it be better? Will I play it any better? Who knows? We'll see. But I'll have my I'll have those earthen vessels, at least 2 earthen vessels in there, hopefully, because I guess I don't have any right now. I thought it was in one of the decks I have, but I need that Zapdos deck, I suppose, if I want to do that. Also, I have one more thing coming from Pokemon Center that's not in yet because for whatever reason, my stuff always gets stuck in the FedEx Center at Grove City, Ohio. They just must never do their job there or something. So I usually wait like an extra week as it sits there for about a week, and then it'll finally start moving again. It might be in today, and then everything I ordered will be in, but I will be making another purchase soon. Mostly probably TCG player. I don't know if I'll be getting anything from Pokemon Center this time around. Perhaps, perhaps not. Battle and theme decks. Real quick, I'm just going to look at this. Ninetales. I'll look at both of them. Excuse me. Just to check out here. Yeah, this was what I must have been looking at. It's hard to see, but it is on there, right? We got some Pal Pads in here, energy retrievals. Oh wow, there's 3 earthen vessels in here. 3 earthen vessels in Ninetales, and I think there's just 2 in Zapdos, but yes. Yeah, if we get that, we're gonna have 5 total, so we're gonna have all we need. Of course, Earthen Vessel lets you, by discarding one card, you get to pull 2 energy from your discard pile. So if you want, you can discard 1 energy, get 2 energy out. Again, with the way this Gardevoir EX deck works, you want to put the energy in the discard pile so you can grab them back out. You have several ways of doing that. And also, if you need, you can use the Super Rod, put the energies back into your deck, and then draw them as you're using your Kirlia and Radiant Greninja abilities to get a bunch of card draw. I'm still learning how the deck works. I'm still learning how Pokemon itself works. It's hard enough just once I finally understand my deck, then I'll need to start trying to figure out how all the other meta decks work so I know what I'm doing against them. Of course, if you use like TCG Player, this is actually what I used to figure out what in the world I was doing. You go down and look at the Pokemon articles and videos. I actually saw this premiered or whatever, so I knew that they had it already. This Gardevoir EX deck guide, and that's what I knew, why I knew, or how I knew what the Pro deck had, as opposed to what came in the League Battle deck. So there you see, they actually recommend the Hero's Cape over the Prime Catcher. I can see why. Honestly, though, the only difference is that you don't end up making Drifloon or Screamtail, if you want to go that route, I guess. You don't end up making them into 2 prize Pokemon. But that's really the only difference, right? Although, actually, now that I think about it, there's our Earthen Vessel there. Put them in your hand. Okay, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, so my apologies. That's even better. You're actually searching your deck for 2 basic energy cards. So yeah, that's the kind of stuff you want. That's actually even better, because that's what my problem is earlier in the game, getting the energies at all to even put them in the discard or attach them or anything like that. I can never even get that started. As long as you can start getting energies into your discard pile, at least that's something, because then once your Gardevoir comes up, then you can just pop all those energies onto everything and you're good to go. And even better, if you're doing that and everything takes damage, if you're putting them on multiple different Pokemon and not just like your Drifloon and your Screamtail, and you have something like the Moonlit Hill, then you can just discard 1 more of those energies that you can end up pulling right back out to heal everything back up. So that's actually a pretty cool synergy, the Moonlit Hill with Gardevoir EX ability. I didn't think about that because I don't think they bring that up. They talk about Moonlit Hill down at the bottom here. They just don't say how it synergizes so well with Gardevoir EX. And that as soon as you discard that energy to heal everything up, as you can see it says there, 30 damage from all your Pokemon, you can immediately right after that take that energy back out with Gardevoir's ability, because you can use that as much as you want during your turn. But it also has like these matchup guides. This is how I kind of knew what I was going to be dealing with, at least with these 3 decks. I think this Giratina, that kind of covers like all the Lost Box a little bit. That's when you're actually using the Flutter Mane and the Klefki a lot more, that their ability that locks down or doesn't allow the opponent's active Pokemon to use abilities, because then like you can't do anything with Comfey in the active spot or whatever else you would have in the active. But yeah, the Qianpao, that's huge. Someone was playing that. Probably the guy that won, the other guy that I know from last time, named Preston, who gave me a couple of those cards, the Moonlit Hill being one of them. I think he was running Qianpao. He won this time. He ran that deck the time before that as well. No one, I don't know if anyone was doing Lost Box of any sort, but I know at the other place, the guy I met at the other place does run Lost Box, probably the Sableye version, so I am sort of prepared for that, but probably overly prepared for the Lost Box. I kind of just can't wait for that to rotate out next year, because I think pretty much everything the Lost Box deck uses is from the end of Sword and Shield, so it'll be done unless they just like remake it in one of the next upcoming expansions, which is possible. But that's that, guys. Okay, I guess we've gone on far enough. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for hanging out with me. make sure to like and subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell so you know when I go live again and do other videos. I want to also live stream some Pokemon video game. I was considering doing that on Mondays. I might switch that to. I'm sorry. I was considering doing it Wednesdays, and but I might switch it to Mondays. One or the other. If I do it Mondays, then it will leave Tuesday/Wednesday for the Pokemon TCG stream. Tuesday normally, Wednesday if I need to change it. And then also it'll be Friday or Saturday for the second stream, depending on if I need to change it from Friday to Saturday or vice versa. So that'll leave me one day in between with Thursdays, which I actually plan on doing sports card collection stuff. Maybe. It actually depends on how much I get into that. I would like to get a little bit into it. I kind of started already, but I'm mostly doing it just as an investment, also as a way to make some money back and to be able to use to supplement my Pokemon card buying. But at the same time, that's why I think I'm going toward also maybe selling some Pokemon products themselves, buying and reselling some Pokemon stuff on TCG Player, and maybe being able to supplement our buying that way as well. So stay tuned for all that. I mean, we might do a dedicated stream on I don't know, one of those other days. Monday might then end up being the Pokemon video game day. So maybe, I don't even know, we could even turn in, depending on what I do on Thursdays, that could even be turned into a more of a, I don't even know, business stream, if you will, where I talk about sealed stuff or whatever, or we just chat some more. I don't know. Kind of mostly everything else is up in the air other than what we're doing here for TCG. And that'll be, as I said, mostly always Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern, and like today, Tuesday at 7 a.m. Eastern. So you'll see me next Friday, or this Friday, I'm sorry. You'll see me this Friday at 6 p.m. for sure. And then probably again next Tuesday at 7 a.m. And okay, I'm just gonna, I'll say right now, because I'm not quite prepared, I guess, I mean, it wouldn't take much to prepare, but I'm gonna check it out and see what I can do for streaming on the Switch, and then maybe Monday you'll see me back. So I'll be able to tell you this coming Friday, what my plan is for the video game streaming, and that'll probably be, I think I'll just do that on Mondays. What time on Monday? That's a good question. Monday might end up being a morning stream too. We'll have to see. Again, if you have any preference, be sure to let me know in the comments. I will take all preferences like that into consideration. But yeah, all right. I guess that's it, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I'm Randy. This is Nerds Templar. Peace.